I know that many of you know me as a Spanish teacher, but I'm also an English teacher. So today we're going to read a little bit in English, but the main goal is not just reading, it's learning how to say years in English, especially the years before 2000. A lot of students get confused with this because English doesn't usually read years the way you might expect. So in this video, I'll show you the simple rule to pronounce years correctly and confidently. So let's get started. When we say years in English, like these ones, we divide these years into pairs. So instead of saying 1883 and say the first two numbers and then the other two numbers, and we're going to do the same thing with the years that are here, okay? Johnson Macaulay was born in Ottawa, Illinois, in the USA on February 2nd. This is an ordinal number. It's the same thing as saying the 2nd of February, 1883. Remember, we divide this year into pairs. He died in California on November 23rd. It's the same thing as saying the 23rd of November. And remember, we divide this year into pairs, 1958. He wrote hundreds of stories, detective stories, crime stories, mysteries, and westerns. Macaulay wrote 64 stories about the masked hero Zorro. The first story was called The Curse of Capistrano, and it was published in a magazine remember, we divide this year into pairs in 1919, okay? In 1920, the movie actor Douglas Fairbanks read the story. He liked it very much. He made a movie, The Mark of Zorro, from the story. It was extremely successful. Story was published again in 1924. This time, it was called The Mark of Zorro since 1920. Many movies, TV shows, and cartoons have been made about Zorro. Two of the most popular were made in 1940 and 1998. The Mark of Zorro takes place in California in about 1822. It is not a true story. At that time, California was owned by Spain. It was not part of the USA until 1850. The governor of California lived in Mexico City. At this time, Los Angeles was a small town. A governor in San Francisco looked after it. So here we have some vocabulary: a sword, a scabbard, a whip, a pistol, a carriage.